Hey dear fam, as you're aware, West Bengal went through its assembly elections. Over the years, a huge number of Bangladeshi Muslims have crossed over in West Bengal, unchecked and even encouraged, thereby completely changing the very character of the great state. There was a time when West Bengal was a place of nurture of many art forms, be it cinema or literature, handlooms, handicrafts, a place of thinkers and philosophers. Today, all that is gone. It is a state that has lost its voice in the cacophony of illegal immigrants. Today, these illegal Bangladeshi Muslims are ruling the roost, and the politicians are bending backwards to appease them because they, along with their local Islamic Brotherhood, vote en masse. West Bengal has always struggled with democracy, and elections always were torturous on the poor, helpless people. Prior to the Mafia Trinamool party, Bengal was ruled by the left, and the post election bloodbath was pretty similar to the one perpetrated by the TMC. The villages that did not vote for the ruling left parties were burnt, and the hands of the people who did not vote for them were chopped off. Yes, the left parties who pretend to be the messiah of the poor and the downtrodden did all of that barbaric suppression. Why? Because to keep people poor and vulnerable worked for them, and it works for Mamta and her Trinamool Congress. In this assembly election, BJP for the very first time in history has emerged as a strong opponent. People are sick of TMC because of unreal corruption, intimidation and suppression. The law and order situation is non-existent. In hindsight, BJP not having a strong Bengali CM candidate face was a huge deterrent. Also, cunningly, BJP distanced itself from the NRC that is desperately needed by the Hindus, non-radical Muslims and other residents. Why did they do this stupidity? Obviously to appease the radical Muslims. Why can't they understand that when radical Muslims have Mamta Banerjee totally committed to satisfying their every need, why would they vote for the BJP? So naturally, radical Muslims never voted for BJP, and such statements shook the confidence of the Hindu voters who, by the way, put their precious lives on the line to vote for BJP. BJP could not be bothered to infiltrate the local culture. For example, the clubs in West Bengal are in every neighborhood and are like community centers where people meet and play chess or football or celebrate festivals, and in reality sort of informally influence or manage the decision of the people in their neighborhood. Neither was BJP able to make itself identifiable to the local Muslims, nor was it able to project itself as a strong party that will affect the desired change. The saddest victims of the elections were the BJP grassroots volunteers or the Karyakartas. It is said that 150 plus youth were gruesomely murdered in the run-up to the elections. Also, it was tough for them because BJP indiscriminately picked up TMC leaders, and we can imagine the awkwardness of the BJP volunteers working to make the very same candidate win who may have abused them in the past or whose ideology they did not agree with. During the campaigning, Mamta Banerjee openly issued a threat to all who may be considering not voting for her Mafia TMC party. She on record asked, who will save those who didn't vote for the TMC after the security personnel leave post-elections? She was not checked either by the Election Commission or by any of our institutions. Many Hindus obviously then refrained from voting. Who wants to die a gruesome death for a party that cannot even take care of its own karyakartas? Oh, and what did BJP do for its slain grassroots workers? Absolutely nothing. Zilch. Forget about compensation or trying to get justice. BJP doesn't even have their details. There are provisions in our system to conduct elections in places where for some reason free and fair elections cannot take place. All signs were signaling towards that, but no precautions were taken. None. Voting happened, and thanks to crores of unbelievably courageous Hindus, voters and volunteers, BJP won 77 seats. TMC won as was expected. Allegedly, Congress and the left decided to throw their elections away to ensure a decisive victory for Mamata Banerjee. Can we guess which anti-India force would have maneuvered this move? The minute the results were declared, there was a dread, a palpable fear in the whole country. We all knew mayhem and bloodbath would start. Social media was full of messages imploring the Prime Minister to ensure safety of the innocents whose life was in danger. Modi ji did nothing. By the next morning, West Bengal was on fire. BJP supporters were subjected to utmost cruel torture, gang rapes, killings. PM did nothing. Unchecked, the violence increased. Many analysts are of the opinion that the next election will be even tougher for a change because the number of Bangladeshi Muslims is increasing so rapidly that the ratio will get skewed beyond repair and West Bengal will become Kashmir. Anyhow, then finally PM Modi did something. He sent a congratulatory message to his Mamata Didi. When the whole of India kept asking for protection of our fellow Bengali brothers and sisters, BJP swung into action. JP Nadda and his fellow overfed BJP office holders boarded an ultra-luxurious chartered plane that would put Kardashians to shame and took their similar to Kardashians' ample backside to Bengal and in a fully air-conditioned marriage hall called upon a handful of audience to hold peaceful dharnas, did insensitive and cringy photo ops in front of the homes of the Karyakartas whose families are devastated by the cruel killings of their sons or gang rape and murder of their daughters, and then put his Kardashian backside back into the luxurious chartered plane and came back home. While Bengal burnt, killings continued. There is a Hindu pogrom underfoot. Why did the BJP, the party we got into power with a thumping majority, not do anything? I think BJP is opining that all this violence would scare us Hindus and make us feel threatened, that we will try to hide behind BJP for protection. Well, for hundreds of years, we Hindus have survived the cruelest of intimidations. We survived and we will survive, but BJP will not. We made you who you are, PM Modi, and we have the power to throw you and your band of overfed, dullard, non-performing freaks out. Your good work does not absolve you of throwing us, your voters, to the wolves. Unfortunately, it took us many damaging years to recognize Gandhi. PM Modi's unraveling has already started. Please keep our Bengali brothers and sisters in your prayers, fam. They are abandoned by the central government literally to die. Please generate pressure on BJP. We need to force them, shame them into action that they don't want to take. I will leave you with the words of Madhubani Sarkar, mother of slain BJP worker Abhijit Sarkar. Quote, I said my son will not support BJP again. They kept beating. All I could do was watch. End quote. Watch her son being beaten to death in India in 2021. Thank you, fam, for listening, and I'll see you soon.